I started a job in Portland, and just started realizing that I wasn't in a band and I wasn't signed to a label, and I didn't have any of those pressures, and I just thought like, oh, I can make whatever I want. Like, I don't have to ask my bandmates or run mixes past the label or anything. I just make my own album for myself. So as soon as I had the opportunity, I just started doing it, and then I thought like, oh, I'm going to make a psychedelic album, and that's pretty much how it started. I was just recording, like messing around with the delay pedal on the floor, and just recording random sounds and stuff to tape, and doing all that kind of stuff, like stuff that nobody would, that really nobody else would want to like listen to, you know. After a while, I just started, started turning it into songs, and I thought, I was writing choruses and verses, so then I just started thinking like, oh, I might as well, arrange it properly and fade it out at the end, and then they started turning into pop songs, and it just kind of happened pretty naturally like that. Me and my wife Jenny and my son Mobius, who was like 1.5 at the time, we were living in like a really tiny little flat, so there was nowhere, and I didn't have a drum kit, I had to buy a little amp and stuff, and I just didn't really have any stuff. And then there's lots of like cool shops in Portland where you just wander around. It's like old junk shops with guys, it's like an old dude like sitting fixing watches and stuff, and then you can find like little tape recorders and things like that. My fan base is mostly in the States now. I don't know really what the reality is of like whether Minchik's fans like came over to UMR or whatever. Not really sure. More people from Mexico visit the website than in New Zealand. I don't know why that is. I'm not sure why. There's a label called Fat Possum in the States, who put it out, and Matador, True Panther Matador put it out, in most other places outside of the US, and Seeing Records put it out in New Zealand, and Spunk Records put it out in Australia. I thought for some reason I wouldn't be eligible or something. Seems like the big award now. It's good to be nominated for these things. I think like it always feels that always feels like the thing that's really good. The only time we ever won anything was at the New Zealand Music Awards when the Minchiks won, and that felt a little bit weird. I figure if you get $10,000 for making music, you should spend the whole lot on making more music. Bring my dad over here, buy my son a few like monsters and robot toys, buy my wife a dress or something.